Before the pandemic hit 2 years ago, surgical and respirator masks were for doctors, nurses, and seemingly paranoid international travelers. But they quickly became a part of our daily lives as a means of slowing the spread of a deadly new virus. Over the last 2 weeks, though, the mandates that have kept us covered up are falling away. The CDC still recommends masks indoors, but as COVID cases fall, governors in states red and now blue are dropping their mandates. The question of masking in schools remains a contentious one, despite calls for an end to the practice from doctors and experts who say masks are causing kids more harm than good. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has our Sunday focus.
It is an about face coverings.
It's time to give our kids a sense of normalcy and lift the mask mandate.
We are lifting Rhode Island's statewide mask or proof of vaccination protocol.
New Yorkers, this is what we've been waiting for.
An avalanche of public officials dropping mask mandates either right away or in the near future. Why now?
Two reasons. One, we're seeing exponential decline in Omicron cases. And then number two, which probably played more a factor into the governor's decisions, is people are tired.
The pressure's been building for a while.
We're moving toward a time when COVID isn't a crisis, but is something we can protect against and treat.
So far, though, while some local authorities have rolled back COVID restrictions, the federal government has punted.
I think it's probably premature, but it's a tough call.
The CDC's official guidance recommends wearing masks in public indoor spaces. Still, NBC News has learned the agency could loosen its stance on masks as early as this week. But even as COVID cases and hospitalizations plunge, public health officials are cautious, noting that more than 107,000 people in the U.S. have died of COVID so far this year alone. And while 76% of the country has gotten at least one shot of the vaccines, millions of people still haven't.
We want to give people a break from things like mask wearing when these metrics are better.
Many businesses aren't waiting. Walmart, Disney, Tyson Foods, and Amazon are among the latest large companies to drop their mask mandates. Major music festivals like Coachella and Stagecoach have announced they won't require attendees to be masked, vaxxed, or tested. And while many school districts, like this one we visited in Ohio, have kept their mask mandates in place for now, others have lifted theirs. How effective has mask wearing been?
I think it's been very, very effective. We're at the point where we feel like we've got to learn how to live with this.
For 2 years now, the messaging on masks has been muddled. Health officials initially downplayed wearing them.
To keep viral particles out, it's not very effective.
Then, as we learned more about COVID, masking up mattered much more.
How well do they work?
There's no doubt that they do.
Now, it's an election year. And while even traditionally blue states like New Jersey, Connecticut, and California are loosening mask restrictions, the GOP is seizing on the issue ahead of the midterms. Virginia's new Republican governor is making good on a campaign promise to allow parents to opt out of mask requirements. Texas is suing the CDC to get rid of mask mandates on planes, and with the Omicron wave waning, the mask era might be nearing its end.
Do you think Americans will ever widely accept wearing masks again? Can you ever put the genie back in that bottle?
I do think that Americans will do the right thing if we have variants that are more transmissible.
Like it or not, the face of America is changing.
How would you describe the ups and downs that masking has had over the past 2 years?
I would say, in one word, chaos.
For Sunday Today, Gabe Gutierrez, New York.
Gabe, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.